No. Okay. Yeah, that's the always nasty part of the bike. I need more light to inspect all this. But first let's clean a little bit. And maybe I will clean it off the camera. No, just not. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? Do you see this? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Okay. So, my front sprocket is loose somehow. Even if I torque this nut, and this nut have, you know, like safety washer here, so it cannot, let me show you, yeah, so we have this safety washer, but that safety washer is the only thing that kept this from, what the fuck. Okay, we need to check that. What the fuck? I was really not expecting this. But yeah, you know, that is what you need to service your motorcycle regularly. As oh, what the fuck, I know I changed this front sprocket, so I am the only one to blame, but I am fucking certain, and I think I have on video that I torque everything by the specification. Yeah, so the only thing that kept this chain from this sprocket, yeah, but something is, you see, something is way off here. This thing really does its job. I think I even have a spare one. Oh, thank God. Ah, why do I say thank God? Because these bikes are notorious for this front sprocket bearing. So if you over tighten your chain or that sprocket get broken by any way, only thing you can do is to remove the whole engine, split it open, and then change from the inside, change this front sprocket bearing. So yeah, but this one is very nice, very nice. Okay, so that is okay. These threads, if they are fucked, I am fucked. What I need to mention here is that when I removed the sprocket for the first time, I didn't find this nut on it. It was the simple nut that had a larger washer on the sprocket. So we have a larger washer here that was thicker than, or maybe even two washers that was thicker than this, and then we had just a nut. And I thought that someone just, you know, removed that and didn't put it the correct one. But now I see there is a story behind it. So after some couple of days of researching, looking for, I couldn't even find this thread on the flea market, and I almost did it. I find 16 with thread 1mm thread, but not 18, even 20 but not 18. So yeah, I didn't have luck. And now when we put it like this, we are just under the millimeter here. So for one more, and then we will not put the original nut as it proved to be shit. And this is the original nut that I order, as I find that someone changed it, and it's, yeah, guy changed it with a reason. So I think these threads are okay. I cannot prove it to you, and we'll find that out when I source out the nut that is, you know, this thick maybe, but with all the threads, not with these resets. Yeah, I need to prevent that something like this happened to me on the road. Okay guys, hear me out. So here, as I said, I want to put a bigger nut so I avoid a failure of the nut. And I remind you, this is OM nut for this screw, and I had a failure, so no way that I will put back OM nut again. I ordered this larger one, so I'm using the whole thread and have access, but now I have two things. So if I put, sorry for the moment, if I put just a larger shim washer like this one, you know, I would avoid that, sprocket, how you call it, so rod, there is a slits, and I would avoid them all the way. But then I don't have a way to put this secure washer that saved my ass from this nut failure that I had, and I really want to put the secure washer back. To do that, I put from the back you have one washer, and then barely a millimeter or maybe even less that this secure washer will go on the threads, because I want two things. I want to have secure washer, but at the same time I want to make sure that this nut will push the washers and not the rod itself. You know, it will come to the end, as we don't have this recess on the end of the nut as original have, because I have like some, I don't know, these two washers are like 3 millimeters and I have some 2.7 or something like that. I measure it, but I kind of forgot. So I have, you know, like a little bit more. This secure washer is hold on that splines of the rods, but it's also is a little bit thicker, so just by the part of millimeter to this nut to press it and hold the sprocket. I hope you get what I want to say. Now what is left for me, I remove the rear wheel so I can put the chain back on the sprocket, and now I will use the rear brake to, you know, block the wheel over the chain and then torque this to 70 newtons. Actually, I was thinking, you know, maybe putting 75 just to see is it gonna hold, but 70 is by the service manual, and I think if it holds by 70 we are okay there. So yeah, why I did remove the rear wheel is because you never use gears to hold the sprocket to tighten it. I saw the guys do that on YouTube. Don't do that, because you are effectively using the machine and the inner sprockets for the gearbox. Essentially, you use gearbox to hold 70 newton meters. You know, you don't want to make such you know, pressure on it. Just use the rear brake, and chain can hold that without a problem, and use it like this. Before anything, I need to check with the cover on how much room do we have for that larger nut. Okay, so there is a plenty of room for this larger nut. You see, and here we are. It holds, so 70 newton meters by the service manual. I crashed that washer over it good, so hopefully that's it. Nothing is moving, or I feel really confident that we did it. And this time we will not have nut failure on the front sprocket. I need to put some things back on Yamaha and we'll go for the test ride. Yeah, while I thinking about the nut and will it hold, I forget to, pay attention on what side of the sprocket I need to use. And of course, that from two options I choose, I wouldn't say the wrong one, but yeah, I didn't put the sprocket back on as it was. I did a little research on that, and basically I did sprocket flipping. I didn't know that is the thing, but yeah, sprocket flipping means that you change the direction of the sprocket. So the sprockets are not directional. Most sprockets are not directional sprockets, and they can go in both ways. So what guys do is, they flip the sprocket and then use other end of the tooth of the tooths of the sprocket, to maybe save. But that's not good practice. But as my sprocket is pretty well, I'm pretty confident that there is still a great thickness of the sprocket, and I will not change it. I will leave it as is. I think I'm good there. But yeah, now we know there is a thing called sprocket flipping. Anyway, we solved the problem, and our front sprocket is back on, and I can finally put back together Yamaha and drive. That's the most important thing. For 1 month I don't have a driving motorcycle, and it make me nuts. So the main thing is we have drivable FZX. See you guys.